Hello everyone, welcome to AptiPlus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily topic-wise news analysis where the news is being covered from the Hindu and Indian Express. So these are the two important newspapers from which I'll be covering the news. And additionally, I'll be supplementing the content with some important information that can help in prelims and mains examination. So let's get started with the topic first. Today is 29th of April. The first topic is Supply Chain Resilience Initiative, which is recently taken by the countries. Second, antimicrobial resistance, the silent threat. This is an again editorial reported in the Hindu. Third, Covaxin have protections against the double mutation. The second last topic is second wave hurting India's recovery, and the last topic is additional borrowing for the state to cope up with the COVID. So these are some of the important news and editorial reported in today's newspaper that I'm going to discuss with you. Apart from this, there would be some MCQs question based on current affairs, and these questions would be very significant for the upcoming prelims examination. So do continue till end so that you could practice that questions as well. And before I start, a small announcement that are multiple resources that are available for you for the free of cost. So what you have to do, you have to just refer to the ISGyan website. I have given the details. The link is there in the description section. You can just check that out for more test materials and lectures that is free of cost. Now starting with the news analysis, that is Supply Chain Resilience Initiative. So this is something which is very important at this point of time where India is facing the surge in the cases, and definitely the entire world is witnessing a problematic surge in the COVID-19 cases. So important for your general studies paper 2, bilateral regional grouping agreements evolving India's and affecting India's interest. So what actually has happened? What is Supply Chain Resilience Initiative? So it is also known as SCRI. SCRI के नाम से भी जानी जाती है short form में. ये recently launch की गई है by the trade minister from 3 countries, that is India, Japan and Australia. We have Ministry of Commerce who is dedicatedly looking into it. So 3 countries, this name are important, that is India, Japan and Australia. So this is a 3-sided agreement जहाँ पे pandemic के time में जो supply chain है, basically the supply chain that is getting vulnerable at the global level would be taken into the consideration, और इसके जो risk management है that would be considered by all 3 countries. And the entire aim of this SCRI is to maintain the continuity and avoid the supply chain disruption across the globe, specifically 3 countries, that is India, China and Australia. So supply chain को कैसे boost किया जाए globally, उसके लिए ये initiative है. If the question is being asked in the prelims examination, you would have some factual statement to answer that. Now in 2019, अगर cumulative GDP की बात करें, so these 3 countries was having around 9.3 trillion, which cumulative merchandise, goods and services trade about 2.7 trillion और 9.9 billion trade respectively थी. अगर बात करें तो तीनों जगह पे मर्चेंडाइज की, सर्विसेज की, ट्रेड की, तो क्यूमुलेटिव अलग अलग फिगर्स दिए हुए. ये नंबर आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, बट द ट्रेंड इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. नाउ व्हाट इज द एम ऑफ दिस इनिशिएटिव? द सप्लाई चेन रेजिलियंस इनिशिएटिव जो ली गई है SCRI, दिस इनिशिएटिव एम्स टू क्रिएट अ विक्शियस साइकिल टू इनहांस द सप्लाई चेन. सप्लाई चेन में एक विक्शियस साइकिल कैसे आए, एक रिदम जो है वो कैसे मेंटेन रहे, दैट इज द एंटायर एम. एंड इवेंचुअली इट वुड बिल्ड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग, सस्टेनेबल एंड बैलेंस इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ इन द इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन. So country that is the member of this SCRI, India, Japan and Australia, they would be definitely making focus on the Indo-Pacific region. And the move is aims to counter the China's dominance in the supply chain. तो ये एक सबसे बड़ी पहलू है इस इनिशिएटिव की, जहाँ पे चाइना की डोमिनेंस को कम करने की कोशिश की गई है, राइट. सो इन द एंटायर एम इज टू रिड्यूस द dominance of China. And the joint effort includes supporting the enhanced utilization of digital technology, trade, investment, diversification. So digital technology, we have seen in the era of 21st century, technology has again taken a boom, and definitely the technology is going to help in trade and investment diversifications. So this is the entire aim and rationale behind this initiative. Now, this is a figure, this is an infograph which will help you understand the total factory output since 1970 to 2017. So if you see, China completely dominate the sector with percentage of around 27.5%, USA second, followed by USA, that is 17, followed by Japan, that is 7.6, Germany 6. If you talk about India, India has a very less proportion of share, that is only 3%. So the sources which I have taken is from the United Nations, and this is like by 2017. The latest one has not been updated yet. Now, talking about China's reaction, definitely China is going to react on the initiative that is being taken by the Indo-Pacific countries. So China के जो foreign minister है, they have called this initiative that the supply chains resilience initiative move is unrealistic. This is what the official statement they have to quote. And the foreign minister of China has said that the formation and development of global industrial and supply chain are determined by the market forces and company choices. So definitely China would defend the initiative because they don't want that any interruption would take place on their domain. But this is something एज सेंसिटिवली अगर आप देखिए, एक अगर लॉजिस्टिक्स की बात करें, सप्लाई चेन की सस्टेनेबिलिटी देखी जाए, तो किसी एक कंट्री को डोमिनेट करना अच्छा नहीं है. सो डेफिनेटली अ गुड इनिशिएटिव बाय द क्वाड कंट्रीज. Now the other news, this is an editorial talks about antimicrobial resistance, the silent threat, a very good editorial to give you a comprehensive idea about what exactly is the antimicrobial resistance is, and I will try all possible efforts to make you understand in a very simple manner. So this is important for your General Studies Paper 3, Science and Technology Development and their applications on everyday life. In fact, it can be also important for your General Studies Paper 2, where issues and development to management of health is concerned. Now, as we know that during the 21st century, we have another problem that was never been anticipated, that is COVID-19, and this can be a harbinger of the future crisis, right? This is what has been advocated by the author in this editorial. And if you talk about the antimicrobial resistance, also known as AMR पे UPSC ने already questions भी पूछे हुए, make sure you get an ample idea what exactly is an AMR. So antimicrobial resistance की अगर बात करें, this is one of the greatest challenge in the 21st century, and in fact the scientists have projected that this can take another level of adversities to the globe. सो अगर AMR की बात करें, एंटीमाइक्रोबियल रेजिस्टेंस की बात करें, एक फेनोमेनन है जहाँ पे बैक्टीरिया, इवन फंजाई इवॉल्व बिकम रेजिस्टेंस टू प्रेजेंटली अवेलेबल मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट, राइट. मतलब इसमें ये कही जा रही है कि जो बैक्टीरिया है और जो फंजाई है, वो जो आप ड्रग्स जो यूज़ करते हो उसके खिलाफ वो रेजिस्टेंस हो जाती है और किसी तरह से एक्शन नहीं कर पाती है. आई विल शो यू स्लाइड वीडियो विच विल हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे एक्चुअल में मेडिसिन काम नहीं कर पाती है. सो जस्ट हैव अ लुक. सो यू कैन सी दिस ड्रग इज कमिंग, राइट, and nothing has happened to the bacteria and they're again coming up, right? So this is how it got resistance and they do not get treated, right? Now talking about the causes of antibacterial resistance, antibiotic की जो resistance है वो कैसे हो जाती है? Antibiotic resistance happen when bacteria changes become resistant to the antibiotic and threat to the infection they cause. So कुछ important कारण है जो WHO recognize करती है. So the among first is overprescribing of antibiotics. बहुत ज़्यादा antibiotics लेने से antibiotic resistance हो जाती है. Patient not finishing their treatment. So it is always advisable when you take vaccine, you have to administer the course, right? किसी भी antibiotic की course होती है 3 days, 5 days, depending upon your diseases. The doctor recommend you to complete that dose. So do ensure अगर आप किसी भी तरह से antibiotics ले रहे हैं तो उसके course ज़रूर complete करें. The third is overuse of antibiotics in livestock and fish farming. This is a 3 possible reason and the causes for the antibiotic resistance. Fourth is poor infection and control in hospital and clinic. Fifth, lack of hygiene and poor sanitation, and the last would be lack of new antibiotics being developed, right? So these are some possible reasons because of which the globe is facing the antibiotic resistance. Now, some death that has been reported due to AMR, that is antimicrobial resistance. So WHO की अगर जो DG हैं, जो डायरेक्टर जनरल, उनके मुताबिक अगर ये कहें तो he says that this is slow tsunami that can threat the century of the medical progress, and AMR is responsible for up to 7 lakh deaths. So you can see this graph, like projected AMR death by 2050. So at present we have 7 lakh, but it is anticipated that by 2050 the world would have 10 million of death, right? So this is something what future can be of AMR death by 2050. And unless we take the necessary measure to address this problem, we can soon face the unprecedented health and economic crisis of 10 million annual death. And this would cost up around 100 trillion by 2050. So this is about the debt that can be reported due to AMR. Now some concern and challenges that has been raised if you talk about AMR, ये represent करती है existential threat को modern medicine में आज की डेट में, and without functional antibiotic जो antimicrobial drugs हैं उसको ट्रीट करने के लिए बैक्टीरियल फंगल इन्फेक्शन, इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जो सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर्स है दैट हैज़ टू बी डन, लाइक कैंसर थेरेपी, कैंसर कीमोथेरेपी करते हैं कैंसर में, दिस इज कीमोथेरेपी विच हेल्प द कैंसर पेशेंट्स विच बिकम थ्रोटेंड व्हेन द रिस्क इज अनट्रीटेबल इन्फेक्शंस, राइट. उसके बाद जो नियोनेटल एंड मेटरनल मोर्टेलिटी है दैट कैन ऑल्सो इंक्रीज, दिस इज अनदर कंसर्न एंड चैलेंजेस दैट इज रिलेटेड विद द AMR, that is antimicrobial resistance. ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस की अगर बात करें, सो माइक्रोबियल कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ों के रीज़न की वजह से ड्रग्स रेजिस्टेंस होती है, जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, मिसयूज ऑफ एंटी माइक्रोबियल मेडिसिन्स, इनएप्रोप्रिएट यूज इन एग्रीकल्चर, कंटेनमेंट अराउंड फार्मास्यूटिकल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग साइट्स जहाँ पे अनट्रीटेड वेस्ट होती है, लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ एक्टिव माइक्रोबियल जो है वो सीधा इन्वायरमेंट में उनकी इंटरेक्शन हो सकती है, राइट. So the Paris climate change also call for this type of prevention that we can take, and further it can improve on the antimicrobial resistance. Now global effort, definitely if the problem existed at global level, there are some global efforts that are being taken and that has already started in 2020. So एक multi-modal sector $1 billion की एक्शन फंड बनाई गई है, AMR एक्शन फंड. यू कैन चेक देयर वेबसाइट, द कंप्लीट डिटेल्स आर गिवन ऑन देयर वेबसाइट. सो ये सपोर्ट से कंट्रीज के बनाई गई थी जहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट के लिए एंटीबायोटिक्स की किस तरह से वी कैन क्योर दैट प्रॉब्लम. फॉर दैट अ डेडिकेटेड फंड हैज बीन जनरेटेड. Other initiative focus on appropriate use of antibiotic that include पेरू एफर्ट्स. पेरू ने अपने एफर्ट्स किए जहाँ पे वो पेशेंट्स को एजुकेट कर रहे हैं फॉर नॉट यूजिंग अननेसेसरली द एंटीबायोटिक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. Even Australia has a regulatory framework to influence the prescriber behavior, जहाँ पे एक इनिशिएटिव ली गई है जहाँ पे पॉइंट टू पॉइंट केयर डायग्नोस्टिक बनाई गई. इवन यूरोपियन यूनियन की जो कंट्रीज हैं उन्होंने वैल्यू DX प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किया है जहाँ पे अननेसेसरी एंटीबायोटिक्स लेने से मना किया गया है, राइट. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द ग्लोबल एफर्ट्स. Now what is the way forward? If you're writing in mains examination, you have to conclude your answer with way forward. So writing way forward would be something like solution in the clinical medicine must be integrated to improve the surveillance in AMR. तो AMR की जो सर्वेलेंस है वो बढ़ाने की ज़रूरत है, चाहे वो एग्रीकल्चर हो, एनिमल हेल्थ हो, इवन द एनवायरमेंट, राइट. सो दीज टू थिंग्स हैज़ टू बी डन dominantly, even giving a dedication to all countries. And talking about environment, we already have a Paris climate agreement which would be definitely taking care of it as well. नाउ इंटरनेशनल अलाइनमेंट की बात करें, कोऑर्डिनेशन इज पैरामाउंट. डेफिनेटली जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं उनको ज़रूरत है कि वो पॉलिसी की इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इस तरह से करें कि ग्लोबली इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व किया जा सके एंड वी कैन ओवरकम अप विद द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ AMR, दैट इज एंटी माइक्रोबियल रेजिस्टेंस, राइट. Now the other news, that is Covaxin have protections against the double mutant. This is a good news that we can have at this point of time, that the Covaxin is effective against the double mutant virus. So important for your general studies paper 2, issues related to development and management of health. So according to the study, it was being found that the people who have been vaccinated with Covaxin, they have double protections against the double mutant of the COVID-19 virus. This mutant is also known as B.1.617, right? So this was the first variant, this is first of its kind of the variant that was found in India. और एक प्री प्रिंट स्टडी अभी रिलीज की गई है बाय ICMR, इंडियन काउंसिल फॉर मेडिकल रिसर्च, एंड भारत बायोटेक रिसर्च ने इसको पोस्ट किया है BioRxiv में, राइट. सो प्री प्रिंट्स क्या होते हैं, ये अभी भी रिव्यू की जाएगी एंड देन इट वुड बी पब्लिश्ड इन एनी मेडिकल जर्नल, राइट. Now, as we know that Covaxin, this is India's first indigenous vaccine that has been developed. So ये एकमात्र ऐसी वैक्सीन है जो इंडिया ने इंडिजिनली डेवलप्ड की है, एंड दिस इज बीइंग डेवलप्ड बाय भारत बायोटेक, राइट. सो दीज नेम and vaccine is very important. The other vaccine like COVID Shield is being developed by Serum Institute of India in collaboration with Oxford Universities and AstraZeneca. We have other vaccine aligned called Sputnik that is coming from Russia, a vaccine Moderna from USA. So you have to remember the name of the countries. A very possible question, a matchup question can be asked in the examination. Now, talking about the variant of B.1.617, this has been witnessing across the globe. So yes, इस variant की अलग दो type की mutation हुई है. One mutation is E48Q, another is L425R. This name is important for you. आपको ये दो नाम याद करने की जरूरत है. मैं generally आपको factual चीजें याद करने से मना करता हूँ, but these two things are important for you. So ये जो mutation है वो क्या करती है? This is found in the receptor binding domain of the spike protein. I will show you an image that will help you understand कि actually में किस तरह से ये efficacy को affect कर रही है. Through the two mutant behave in individual well-known combined effective in the mutation when put together cannot be known, right? So what is B.1.617? This is one of the kind variant of the SARS-CoV which was found in India. इसके जो दो variant है वो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं, and it was found in actually 5th of October 2020. So these are the two mutation E48Q and L452R, right? So both of the mutation were separately found in many countries. But the problem is that India do have all two mutation at this point of time. किसी कंट्री में सिर्फ ये वेरिएंट पाई गई है, किसी कंट्री में सिर्फ L542R पाई गई है. बट इंडिया के लिए कंसर्न ये है कि जो दोनों म्यूटेशन है वो इंडिया में अवेलेबल है, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग विच इज वेरी पॉइंट ऑफ कंसर्न बिकॉज वी नो द अदर वेरिएंट इज ऑफ यूके, अदर वेरिएंट इज ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीका, एंड दीज आर वेरी लिथल कंसिडरिंग द फैक्ट कि उसमें लिथैलिटी बहुत हाई है. Right, so these are the concern that India should taking care of, and definitely we are witnessing a peak during the mid-May. It has been anticipated कि इंडिया में और पीक आएगी. अभी केसेस 3.65 lakhs के आसपास है, but expert are of the opinion कि जो केसेस हैं that may rise up to 5 to 6 lakhs a day. नाउ ट्रायल रिजल्ट्स की अगर बात करें तो रिसर्चर ने बताया है कि जो सेरा कलेक्ट किया गया था, जो डेटा कलेक्ट किए गए 28 पीपल के साथ, उन्होंने कोवैक्सीन के उनके ट्रायल्स किए गए, एंड इट वाज फाउंड दैट इट इज़ इफेक्टिव. जो स्टडी है दैट न्यूट्रलाइजेज B.1.7 वेरिएंट ऑफ द यूके, एंड इवन द डॉक्टर ऑफ USA, दैट इज एंटोनी फॉची, ही इज अ रिनाउंड एपिडेमियोलॉजिस्ट, हु हैव सेड कि जो ये नेशनल डायरेक्टर है नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एलर्जी के यूएस में, उनके मुताबिक ये जो वैक्सीन है दैट इज़ वेरी इफेक्टिव इन इंडियन वेरिएंट एंड इवन इन द अदर ग्लोबल वेरिएंट. So good news for all of us that our indigenous vaccine which has been developed in India is equally effective for the mutant variant. Now the other news, that is second wave hurting India's recovery. As we know that lockdown is still persisting in India in pockets. Many states like Delhi, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, even you can ask all the states, leaving apart the Northeast, most of the state have their lockdown in chunks, right? So they have lockdown for weeks, for another 15 days. So India is witnessing a partial lockdown, and definitely this partial lockdown is affecting the sentiments of Indian economy recovery. So we'll see that from this perspective. Important for your General Studies Paper 3, Indian Economy and Issues Related to Development and Planning. So what has actually happened, that India's escalating second wave of the COVID-19 is affecting the downside of Indian economy. Our situation highlights the possibility of business disruptions, substantial loss of life, and significant humanitarian crisis, right? Humanitarian crisis का मतलब है we are witnessing a shortfall in the nurses. जो मैन पावर की ज़रूरत होती है, जो फ्रंट लाइन हेल्थ वर्कर है, that is also not adequate in India. So according to the rating agency ICRA, इनके मुताबिक जो इन्फेक्शंस जिस तरह से फैल रही है that is dampening the Indian economy. और बहुत सारे ऐसे इंडिकेटर्स हैं जो अप्रैल में अच्छे होने वाले थे, but because of the surge in the COVID-19 that economy is again taking a downturn. ना परमानेंट आउटपुट लॉस देखी गई है बिकॉज इट वाज बीइंग आउटपुट की अगर बात करें प्री पेंडेमिक पाथ से, something was improving on that part from first quarter, that is from January to March. It has improved a bit, but again after the surge in the cases it was being anticipated कि जो growth है वो 10% के आसपास भी होना मुश्किल है. And strong economy would be critical to sustain the government aggressive fiscal stances, जहाँ पे high debt GDP में देखी जा सकती है. and the continued resurgence of the COVID-19 cases may be proliferated. Localized restrictions देखी गई है बहुत सारे states में, almost all the north Indian states, even the states like Jharkhand and Bihar having a lockdown, right? So these are incorporating Indian corporate sector में sentiments definitely जो recovery है उसमें impact हुई है. Now, India's rating agency has also underlined the actual pace of the vaccination rollout, जहाँ पे adult population में जो vaccination start हुई है, for adult population between age group of 18 to 44, from 1st of May, government is going to start the vaccination process. उसमें कुछ और अलग से problem आई, कल glitches भी आई थी websites पे. Right now, many states do not have availability of vaccine, so that is another level of problem that India is going to witness in coming weeks. But ये जो vaccination process start की है कहीं ना कहीं positive sentiments देती है Indian economy को recover करने के लिए भी, right, to overcome the adverse impact of the Indian economy. Now coming to the last news, that is additional borrowing from the state to cope up the COVID-19. Right, the finance ministry has okay for the additional borrowing that state can have. Important for your general studies paper 2, functions responsibility of union and the states. So एक recent decision ली गई है finance ministry की तरफ से, where they have permitted कि जो additional borrowing है वो किए जा सकते हैं state की तरफ से up to 1.06 lakh crore rupees, right? और लास्ट अक्टूबर में गवर्नमेंट ने एक लिंक्ड परमिशंस दी थी फॉर एडिशनल बोरोइंग ऑफ 1% ऑफ देयर ग्रॉस स्टेट डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. तो स्टेट की जो GSDP होती है उससे 1% तक एडिशनल बोरोइंग की जा सकती थी फॉर क्रिटिकल रिफॉर्म, राइट? जो 4 इंपॉर्टेंट क्रिटिकल रिफॉर्म है उनके लिए. तो सेंटर हैज लिंक्ड एडिशनल बोरोइंग ऑफ दिस रिफॉर्म इन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इन प्रोवाइडिंग द लीव अवे. जो बची हुई अमाउंट है उस पे जो एडवर्स कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हो रहे कोविड-19 के, उसके लिए अगर कुछ गवर्नमेंट को कुछ पैसे की ज़रूरत है तो वहाँ पे वो फंड यूज़ कर सकते हैं. लीवेज मीन अ फंड दैट इज़ नॉट बीइंग यूटिलाइज्ड एंड कैन बी हैड बीन केप्ट, कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर एनी अदर पर्पसेस. यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ फंड बाय द स्टेट, 11 ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं जिन्होंने कहा है कि वो अपने अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज को रिफॉर्म करने के लिए पैसे खर्च करेंगे. Importantly, 17 states have received the borrowing of around 13,201 crore rupees in lieu of power sector reform. और अगर लीवे की बात करें, so extra borrowing for the state has stressed to need the post for जो सेंट्रिक एरिया है उस पर रिफॉर्म करने के लिए ये स्टेट गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पे फंड यूज करेगी. So the state that would be implementing the 4 reform include Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Telangana and Tripura. So these provisions would definitely provide extra cushion for borrowing. एक state को यहाँ पे मदद मिलेगी जहाँ पे वो अपने problem जो shortfalls है revenues के उनमें capital expenditures जो है push to capital expenditure can be improved on this part. Now आत्मनिर्भर इकोनॉमी स्टिमुलस पैकेज भी गवर्नमेंट ने दिया था जब 5th ट्रांचेज रिलीज हुई थी आत्मनिर्भर इकोनॉमी स्टिमुलस पैकेज की ड्यूरिंग मे, लास्ट में की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ 2020. द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हैज अनाउंस सपोर्ट मेजर टू द स्टेट्स allowing them to raise borrowing limit of 5% of the state GDP to 3%, translating additional borrowing space from 4.28 lakh crore rupees, right? So these were some of the important stimulus packages that were provided by the state under the Atmanirbhar economy stimulus package. Now moving ahead with the MCQs question of the day, we would be asking some current affairs based questions. The first question is with regards to Maitru Setu project. Maitru Setu symbolize the bilateral relationship and friendly ties between India and Sri Lanka. The project is being implemented by Land Port Authority of India. So what you have to do, if you know the correct answer, you have to just answer that in the comment section down below. If you have any additional information, you can share that as in the comment section also, right? Second question, the joint military exercise Dust League 2 is between which among the following countries? India, Sri Lanka, India, Japan and Russia, India, Afghanistan, India and Uzbekistan. So again, choose the correct option and write the answer in the comment section down below, right? So do participate in the question answer series and make your concept holistic so that you can easily cope up in the upcoming prelims examinations. And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to like this video, subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can effectively get some compilation that is going to help in a part of preparation. If you have any other concern, do let us know. We'll be definitely looking forward to help you. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening.